Welcome back, everyone. You know, so many of us may have negative, judgmental, or angry people that we have to associate with on a regular basis. People who always seem to see the dark cloud. They can certainly affect our moods, even lower our energy. And unfortunately, because they may be, say, your coworker or a relative, you just can't get rid of them from your life. And that's why today, self-realization coach Bonnie Maley joining us to talk about some simple ways to prevent the negative people in our lives from really affecting us. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Tess.
Thanks for being here.
Great.
First question I want to know is how and why does someone's negative attitude, how and why can they affect our attitudes and how we feel?
Well, believe it or not, a lot of it has to do with how we react to them. So although it seems like it's their negativity that's affecting us, in reality, it's how we're reacting to them that's affecting us. And I'll give you an understanding of that. What happens when somebody's negative is we tend to judge them or dislike them for their negativity. But when we judge or dislike something that we can't change, it causes us pain or lowers our energy or affects our mood. And a perfect example would be traffic.
Okay.
We're driving along in traffic and all of a sudden it comes to a halt. It's not the traffic that causes the change in our mood. It's the fact that we're disliking the traffic.
That we're unhappy about it.
Yes, exactly. Or we're hating it or judging it or wishing it were different. So that's one thing that affects us when we're around a negative person. In addition, we also tend to take things personally or feel offended or
But it's an attack on us sometimes.
Exactly. And so then what we try to do is change them or change their points of view. And they usually don't want to change, so then we get frustrated, and that's another reason why it affects our mood.
Okay, so in that case, it'd be don't take it personally, right?
Yes, exactly.
And those are among the tips of you say of how to make sure these negative people don't affect us in that way.
Yes, and so when people say to me, well, Bonnie, how can I affect, or how can I prevent the people in my life that are negative from affecting me, I tell them a few things. First of all, to relinquish judgment. When you're around somebody who's negative, rather than judge them or dislike them, focus on something that you like about them. Find something positive and put your attention on that.
That might be a tall order sometimes, Bonnie.
You know, there's always something that you can find if you really try, especially if you want to save yourself from feeling low. The next thing is don't take anything personally. It's not about you. Nothing anybody says or does is about you. It's about how they see the world and the focus that they're coming from. So don't take it personally and don't feel responsible for their negativity.
Okay.
And don't feel responsible for fixing it either. You cannot make them happy. They might be getting something out of their negativity. They may even like being negative.
When we communicate, we probably don't say the I statements enough where we take responsibility for our own feelings and judgments.
Yes, and so communicating in I statements when you're around somebody who's negative is a wonderful way to be understanding and to be compassionate without getting pulled into the negativity. So a good example of an I statement would be, I'm so sorry that you're experiencing that.
Okay. That's simple enough.
Yes.
That's simple enough.
Yes, and that way you don't get pulled in.
Okay, that is a good way to look at it. And we are just about at time, but we want to mention quickly, you're going to have a couple of book signings for your book, Bonnie Maley, Happiness. What is happiness and where can I get some? Where will you be this end of the month?
I'm going to be at the Borders on Bell Road and 73rd Avenue on Saturday the 28th doing a book signing, and then I'm going to also be doing a talk, which is free and open to the public, at the same Borders on Monday evening at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So come on down.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much.